So it's really weird to see like corporate companies getting involved to take down Let's Plays and to stop people from sharing a mod. And that's what this is. It's not like a fan game. It needs the original game that you bought to run. So it's not like they're losing any money. It's not like anybody's
No.
getting screwed over. Like, yeah, it's recreating content that was going to be in the game and putting it in unofficially. But as far as I'm aware of, the game is done. So we're going to be having a discussion today. Today's discussion is on a game that I've actually been following since before it launched, that being the Friday the 13th game. And no, not the Friday 13th game I'm showing right now. This is a Doom mod that recaptures the NES version of Friday 13th. No, instead, we are talking about the Friday 13th game released on PlayStation 4, I think even Switch,
I think so. I think it got a Switch port.
Xbox, like it was on all the major platforms. And I got it on PC and PlayStation because I really liked the game. Now this game was really notable because you got to play as either Jason or the counselors, and with the counselors you were either trying to stop Jason, and if you were Jason you were trying to kill all the counselors. And there were multiple different ways that you could achieve this. When you're the counselors, you can either just wait till the next day happens, you can either call the police, you can get a car running to drive out of the camp. There's a lot of different ways to beat Jason. And with Jason, there's a lot of creative ways to kill the counselors. So when it came to both sides, there wasn't just one win condition. It wasn't like Dead by Daylight, where all you have is the fucking generators, and that's all you can do is just get the generators up and running. Meanwhile, the killer has much more of an advantage. But you could choose if you wanted to be Jason, which one you preferred, Jason or the counselors, and it would change your spawn rate depending on such. There was a multitude of Jasons from the film franchise. Like almost all the major Jasons were already in the game. What ended up happening is that the company that owns the movies, I think they had like a changing of hands where like the film rights got shuffled around, and
I'm pretty sure.
the licensing for the game fell under before the game was complete. And by complete I mean before the game had everything it was planned to like have in its longevity. So there was major DLCs left out. There was going to be a Freddy vs. Jason. There was going to be Jason X. There was going to be a whole new map and everything. Like, there was a lot of content left out of the game because of the rights getting flip-flopped around. So,
Yeah, very sad.
for a while, the game just kind of sat there rotting, and people were still playing it. The lobbies were kind of still functioning, but like not really. I think the lobbies may be down now, like the servers may be permanently down now, who knows. But people found ways to play the game anyway because it did get a big fandom. Well, here recently, a group of people were doing a mod called Camp Blood, which was the original name for the game before it got the Friday 13th license slapped on it. And with this, they were going to be adding back in the Freddy vs. Jason. They were going to be adding in Jason X. They were going to be adding in the Jason X map. They were going to be adding in all of the promised content and so much more. And they already had a beta ready that they were giving out to people. Influencers like H2O Delirious, people who played the game and gave it its notoriety before, were given this demo to play on their YouTube channels. And you may notice soon that these guys aren't going to upload any more videos. Well, that's because the rights owners, that being the game, the people who made the game, and the company who owns the movies, are filing cease and desist and telling people to not only delete the game from their computer, which I don't think you can tell people to do that, but whatever. They're
No.
also telling people to delete their Let's Plays. And I'm assuming that if they don't delete their Let's Plays of the new Camp Blood, they might just strike them. They haven't yet, but they might do it. I wouldn't be shocked if they did that.
Yeah, me either. And I
So,
don't like that.
so this is a real possibility of people getting struck because of this. And the sad thing is like the content is already made. It was already being beta tested. Like this game was going to be given new life, and people were going to get a chance to play it again and have like new stuff, because new stuff is what keeps the game alive. They have the content ready. These people are willing to do it. They're not associated with the original developers in any way. There should be no complications, but the company who owns the IP and the people who developed the game are telling people to not continue the game. And that's
Yeah.
just weird to me that the people who made the game would get involved in the community like that. Like you expect to see something from Nintendo like this. You don't expect to see it from a small indie company, which is what the company that made the Friday 13th game is. They're a small indie company. So it's weird to see a small indie company acting like this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird
I-
seeing movie licensors get involved in YouTube stuff. Like normally like they don't get involved in like Let's Play scenes. So it's really weird to see like corporate companies getting involved to take down Let's Plays and to stop people from sharing a mod. And that's what this is. It's not like a fan game. It needs the original game that you bought to run. So it's not like they're losing any money. It's not like anybody's
No.
getting screwed over. Like, yeah, it's recreating content that was going to be in the game and putting it in unofficially. But as far as I'm aware of, the game is done. It's not going to get any more updates. They've even said so themselves when they, like, closed it down before. So the game isn't
Yeah.
going to be getting any updates. So I don't know who's losing anything by them taking the scrapped content and making it available for people to download and play. I don't know who would care about this, like, other than maybe the mega corporation involved getting upset that they're not getting the praise for this content. Which, if they wanted the praise for the content, maybe they shouldn't have shut down the game to begin with.
Yeah. It just seems really dumb if that's actually what their issue is. Why they would shut it down.
It just seems like a woe is me, I'm a
Yeah.
fucking mega corporation getting shit on. Like,
Yeah.
and this isn't going to be doing them any favors. Who's going to be nice to them after they fucking killed the game a second time?
Yeah. Especially if they're like telling Let's Players and stuff, hey, take down these videos. Like, no one's going to fucking like them.
They're killing the
Got, like,
Let's Play
50
scene.
people.
They're killing the modding scene. And this is a bad fucking standard for the future of video game modding. This is a bad standard for the future of, like, extending a game's life. Like, what about the people who are fucking recreating other games? Like, we've already seen something similar happen to this with the Club Penguin online, like the Club Penguin revival. Like, should it be illegal to continue a dead game? Should it be illegal to fucking bring back a game that no one's making a profit off of? Like,
I think as long as they're not making a profit, then it should be perfectly fine to be brought back,
and
personally.
I know the Club Penguin one had ads, so I'm not defending the Club Penguin one, but I'm saying
Yeah,
it's
no.
weird that, like, companies will take down games that they're not fucking offering anymore. The way that I see it is like, if you're not offering a product and you're not making money off of the product, what are you losing?
Well, would it be considered abandonware at that point?
No, it's not
If-
abandonware yet, because you can still
No?
buy Friday 13.
Oh,
and-
okay.
As long as they have that fucking clause of, well, they could make the DLC available one day, they have a fucking, they have something to fall back on. Because who's to say that one day down the line they won't make the DLC available?
I mean, I guess that's true, but I highly doubt they ever would, because they definitely seemed like they were done with it.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me too, considering that, like, they shut down everything and fucking said there was going to be no more updates after
Yeah,
teasing
exactly.
Jason X. So, like, I don't know if it's, like, fully the developer's fault. I don't know if it's the fucking mega corporation that owns fucking Friday 13th. But this is just shitty behavior altogether. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm shocked that the Friday 13th fandom is this big to where people can make these continuations, and I feel really bad for them. They're having to learn firsthand what it's like to be a fucking Nintendo fan.
Yeah, it's just really sad
Yeah,
because it kind of seems like the game scene for Friday the 13th would be a little more niche, and the fact that they're just being told no, fuck off by like the company that makes the game, basically, it's just really sad. They're killing their fucking own fan base. Why would you do that?
yeah. So, my final thoughts are, I would have downloaded this, I would have played it, but I guess I'm not going to reinstall the game because of this company acting like this. I don't want to support this type of behavior, and I feel bad for the community that still follows this game.
Hmm. Yeah, same.